Hey guys, this is the next in the CrazyStone series. We're up to 3 Dawn. I played okay-ish. A lot of things I was unsure about. I'm the Whitestones. It's all good. And I've been playing this recently. This sort of thing it's a bother, right? It's like, oh, now I have to come in and stop him at some point. It's like, yeah, it's perfectly fine, but I thought I'd break it up. I also been having trouble with the pinch. Um, Basically, what do I do now? And generally, I play away, at which point this sort of thing starts to happen. And he's getting the right, he's getting the bottom, and I'm getting a group which later can even be hassled. And I just don't have a handle on how to think about it. But anyway, he played here, so I was glad to just stabilize. Here, I thought everyone tells me to kick. All the strong players are saying, oh, he's just kick, just kick. And I've like, well, I'm helping him take the bottom. Yeah, but you're getting the corner. But I'm not getting the corner. Well, he's not getting the bottom. Like, okay. So I'm not happy with it. But the thing here that made me enjoy it was his 2 stones should only extend to the K line. So there's a gap there. So okay. So I'm like getting a little something extra because of the gap. He comes up fixing the gap. Okay. So right around here, I ask, is his area 1, is that all cash? No, it's too open. Okay. What do we do? Get on with the rest of the game, I guess. I wonder about him surrounding me. How should I feel about this? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like I guess if I submit, then, well, there goes the bottom. I can't invade the bottom anymore now that he's got outside thickness. So that's hard. So I don't like that. What do I push and cut? My shape's so bad in the corner. I don't like that. So I don't really know how I'm going to handle this. I guess I could just say, I'm done. You need to fix, and now I have Sente. Okay, that's at least makes some sense. He plays here. I figure when he plays this black, I went 3-3. He plays here. And now this top area, not easy for black, right? He's making a wall with a far extension on the 3rd line. That's so easy to flatten, right? So I did my deal. Here we always have the question, should I push again at A or not? If it's going to be Sente, I would like to do it. That finishes my shape, but it's not necessary. So I had to, do I have confidence that if he goes about his business, that this is good for me? Well, I'm not exactly sure my feelings about this, but I did feel good pressing again, and he responded. Okay. Now I'm thinking of A, B, and C ways of dealing with the top. We can even do things like D. So dealing with that top area, Then we have the bottom. And there's various entry points that might get interest, that might become easy. So how do we choose between the two? Well, I saw his A wall and I'm like, okay, I better take care of that. It's like, wait. Something about this is not right. I felt suspicious of my thoughts. So if we do nothing and we'll just put a couple black stones down here. Oh, please take it. That's way too small for such a big wall. I don't care if you play there. I want you to play there. Waste of time. Okay, well, what if he grows it this way? Oh, sorry. This way. Well, still a simple shoulder hit, right? It's not that big. And again, his wall's being wasted. Not that I would play these moves exactly, but it does draw the picture of his wall's too high. He should be getting more than this. So I actually didn't see a way for him to be efficient on top yet. But on the bottom, any move like this, bottom just got harder. Anything that happens, the bottom's now harder, and this beautiful territory could turn into cash. So I thought that seems higher, a higher priority. Let's talk about how do we invade? Well, A is going to be on the easy side. The problem is there goes my corner. He can just walk in the corner like it's nothing now. And I'm still have some struggle for survival. So that doesn't look good. I thought, well, what if I just play the ordinary knight's move approach to a fourth line stone? Well, now I think I'm going to live, but I again think my corner's gone, my A corner's gone. He's going to have a new B wall facing the center, and with what he has on top, that's just going to be game over. So I don't want that. And all my suppositions here could be in error, but I see that bottom area and it's like not cash. So I did the contact. Contact says area 1 is wide, a lot of space plus a 3-space gap for black. Area 2, lots of space and a 4-space gap for black. So I'm playing in both areas at once. Pardon me. Here, right, I'm thinking of all these moves. It's like, how do I, begin to sort this out? I would like to take this puzzle, instead of having 4 branches, I'd like to bring it down to, 1 branch, 2 branches tops, so it's readable. Like, well, the space where I can do stuff is area 1. I'm not going to be doing anything in area 2. I might get a free move there. But really area 1 is where my space is. Okay. So we're going to play C or D. Now, again, what's my confidence level? I have no confidence in myself. But I'm just going to try to follow. Now, I remember my rise among the ranks 50 years back. And the thinking I'm applying here definitely brought me up the ladder. But it's nothing when you get to the 6 dan level, start playing 7 dans, you start playing professionals, this kind of thinking is worthless. They'll take a little sliver of that wasn't quite right and then just game over. I mean, it's terrible. So I had to really focus and get everything correct, all the tiny details correct, correct direction. Everything had to be correct. And then I finally got where I could play with the big boys, pros, 8 downs, whatever, and have a good game if the game went in a direction I was familiar with. Then I could do it. But as soon as they took it to unfamiliar ground, still I had so much to learn. And then finally at my peak, I was able to do both. Whatever game you give me, I know what to do. It's like, whoa, I felt so good. That's miles away. I will never get back to that. Too old, too unable to focus. So I decided, I think this is going to be okay. It's a casual move, right? If White's worried, White should be starting the road out. White should be making options for himself. And perhaps these are the right ideas. But I thought, as casual as this is, I can come under an A. That's pretty powerful. If I need to, I've still got my B stone coming up at C Sente. And his D stones actually, as I'm working here and running out, his D group isn't right. Boom, get out of dodge, fix and fix, get out, get out, get out, get out. So here I have a concern that if I tell him your shape's weak, that he's going to start in making his group good right away. And his health will be easy and my territory will be in shambles. So I asked myself, if I secure my points, he gave me thickness, so I have this right. I can simply play here and then go about my business again. So I do have this right. And then I jump out. My territory is looking really good. I'm not saying that's cash yet, but area 1 is looking very favorable. Area 2 is looking great. And the corner, I think, is still wide open, but I'm doing very positive things territorially and for the health of my A group. I hate getting surrounded with the 3-3 still being open. No, thank you. On top of all that, his B group, not looking great. So I thought this would be okay. And once again, I could be dead wrong, but attempting to think it through. He comes out, I take that shape point, and he agrees that's just too much trouble. And then I head out. I thought his wall, if I press against his wall, he's got 4 in a row. He's not weak. He can go do whatever he wants. So I thought, well, let's switch direction and start hassling this black group. Because it has an eye, but that's really all. Get out. Very happy to be getting my group out. Here I've got, I'm attacking Bloodlust. Not quite Bloodlust, but like, great. So maybe if I turn it B, or let's head over to C, these moves bother his group. It's like, I'm sorry, the attack on the A group is virtually over. He's made it to the left. He already has one eye. That's just silly thinking. So I behaved myself. And I thought, well, then what should I do? What should I do? So, well, if you just play a normal move. Oh, I did this first. Again, it's my right, and it thickens me up. so I can respond to his threats better down there. And then just, oh, I turned it into cash. That's right. I'm thinking, boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, my group is behind enemy lines and he's alive. This is horrid. This is terrible. And when I live, it makes his eye very questionable, right? This becomes, I can ignore this. And all of a sudden, all his eyes become, so I thought it hurt him and turned everything I had into cash. So it's a defensive move, perhaps primarily, because I have no intention of submitting here for life. Oh, I'm living. Oh, look at me, I'm living. Yeah, he got better. He reduced me by 5 points, all in Sente. No, thank you. So this cleans everything up dramatically and continues to apply pressure. And I'm thinking, his A group, my A group, pretty hard to do any surrounding. And remember, I just hurt his B group again, making it harder to. So I thought this would be reasonable. What's my confidence level? It felt good, but really no confidence. He plays here, threatening the cut, and fixes, which I don't consider a bad move for a few reasons. One, this becomes Sente, which gives him great strength in life. Not exactly, but pretty darn good. And secondly, if he doesn't do that, there's a lot of Aji around here. See, I'm separating his two groups. There's problems. So if he plays this, which helps the one group, and then this, he's thickening up both sides for the future. And then I run to safety. Here, I am so prepared to finish up my group and take points. And then I realized, his center's just too big. I must do something about his center right away. I have no time to do anything else. So I'm trying to read these things out, and it's like, they actually don't work. I'm too weak. Okay, how about this stuff? Really? I'm just handing it to him and not, that's the same as this, right? Just handing him that territory. Okay, so can I be really aggressive here? No, you can't be aggressive here. So in this move, the time I spent was in calming down. So I tend to play Go through my feelings, my emotions. So here I'm feeling panic, and the moves I'm considering are reflecting this. And the little bell goes off in my head. I'm like, I'm playing with scared money here. I'm just, this is not right. Calm down. I've seen it so many times. The strong players, it's like, yeah, give them the points. What's the problem? Just calm down. Everything's fine. Okay, well, that leaves the shoulder hit. Shoulder hits are famous for being safe. Okay. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm going to test him. When do you want a honey? And now this weakness, I didn't want to give him any more moves near it. I thought now's the time for this. Okay. Now when I play this, it's not going to help him there anymore. Then I'm back here, and I had to decide, is this getting too big? I'm still leaving him in this move. And I'm like, well, we're talking about area 1. That's not very big. So I play this way. I drop down. He takes his in game. And here, I want Sente. Okay, I'm going to go take Sente somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I'm going to go take some points. And that little bell goes off. The arrogance bell, what was that little bell? I can still feel it ringing. I'm making an excuse about the weakness today. That's what I finally decided. The feeling was, I'm making an excuse. Oh, yeah, but I read it out 2 or 3 times. It's fine. Well, you looked at it, and every time you did, you saw, well, it's something of a problem, but I should be able to handle it. So finally, okay, let me do an actual reading. And I'm going, well, here, I have no desire to submit here. This could get real uncomfortable. So if I play away and he plays here, I've got to do this move. Then I got to do this move. I need to do this move. Oh man, there's some serious Aji in here. I'm not ready to claim that I'm alive and he's dead. I mean, that may well be true. And the thing that really brought it home was, oh my God, I'm cut here. I'm dead. Okay, I'll fix. Whew. I almost let him in there. He comes in, that's his right. I play a big in game. More in game. Just keep pushing. I read that I had the right to Hane. That's an important Hane. And if I kill it outright, that's a big move in Sente. When I play this way, that's Gote. I don't care if he gets it in Gote. I don't want him to get it for free. So I had to make sure I had all this read out. And I felt confident here. He comes in. I knew this was going to happen. Like, okay. And I decided I can do this, and I can do this. Threaten to surround, kill the stone. Oh, this connects under. I decided if he kills the stones, I get a really big corner, and that's bigger than what he got. He agreed and stopped that. Then I kill the stone. And now I think I'm in trouble. I pressed hard and ended up having trouble. Dang, I thought, did I just lose the game? So I'm thinking it through, and I go, well, actually, if he cuts, I should be fine. Now I need to live. But the whole point here was that I'm making his 4 stones heavy. That was the assumption of this direction of play. So, threaten to live, threaten to kill, threaten to surround. And here I'm thinking, this makes the threat, and I'm all connected. Okay. Still, I lost a lot here. Right? All my territory's gone. So I thought, well, if I play this way, that threatens to kill something big and then come down. I'm messing with every part of him. So it was a good find. I really felt good. I was playing slow enough to actually look at the board. And I just don't look at the board anymore. Okay, so we have a ko. Really? So he's saving his group. thinking I can't win the ko. So I take, and it's still a ko, but he has enough problems. Tari, throw in, Tari. Now, I wasn't planning on making that last Atari until I thought, great, then I say Atari and take him down to one eye. And I realized, oh, it doesn't. I'm missing a liberty. So I rushed there. So I fix, and he lives. Bummer. Still, I lived. Oh, I'm about to live. I totally invaded his area big time. So, and I'm ahead. I'm like, how'd that happen? Now, I've been ahead the whole game, other than around move 90 to 100. I was slightly down. I'm like, man, I hate being down like that. So then I live. And he adds a stone because, for instance, if he makes this move in game, well, then it's Atari, and kill. So he has problems here. So the idea of him playing here is understandable. Also, as we've talked about before, when the computer is losing, it starts making bad moves. And I believe this is a bad move because of that. I mean, I'm 15, 20 points ahead. And he's like, what are we going to do? Boom, boom. Come on out. Come on out. And that whole thing's, that's 5 points less he gets. Big in game. This is big because if he takes it, am I going to give it to him for free? I don't want to hand him that for free. I'm going to go do my own big move, which means now he can play this. Dare I play the ko? Maybe I should back off. How many points that's huge. And is he going to let me save in Sente? No. That means I get more. So it's a really big in-game move. He plays here. And I thought I've got a weak perimeter there. So I tidied that up and gave him that in-game. Now I'm strong enough I can make these moves. Come on in. So we're just an in-game now. This looks like it creates a point, but eventually I'm going to have to come back and capture that stone. So just capture it now. Don't let them have those threats. Boom, boom. Just in-game, in-game, in-game. And boring from here, we'll just walk through in-game here. Nothing to look at. I had to read this out, right? What am I going to do about this? And I felt confident. But it's scary situations because that is a vital point, and that is a vital point, and there is room in the corner. So that's a lot. There's a lot of variations. Are you sure? And looking back now, I think I was hopeful and not what you'd call responsible. I looked and I looked, and he can't do anything. It's like, that's ego talking or something. He did try. So that's a nothing point. Nothing. I did a lot of passes and thought, well, maybe it's Chinese rules. So I started filling in with him. Is another example of computer playing poorly when it's behind. Just done. There it is. So I went this way, and I'm like, yeah, he's just dead. I have an eye and he doesn't. And that's when he passes. And the score estimate, now that we're done, white by 21. Okay. I hope that was useful, helpful, all like that. Interesting. Took a long time. Full game. Okay. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.